If you want to learn English, the perfect way of learning English is this one. Never study too much grammar. The more you study, the more you become discombobulated. So which means you get lots of confusion, right? When I say you get discombobulated, which means you get confused over the range of grammatical aspects that you get to learn, right? So I want you to stick around with the basics tenses from present, future, and past tenses, right? So when you come to know these three tenses, then this will help you to grow the better English around it. So the basics are present continuous, past continuous, and future continuous, and simple future, simple present, and simple present continuous. So you just have to stick around these 6 tenses to be able to learn English, and forget about present perfect and past perfect, because this is not going to be helpful really. And if you are a beginner, if you want to start from the scratch, then this is not going to be the essential one here. So the more essential aspect of learning English is you just have to stick around those 3 important tenses, that is present, past, and future. That will do a world of good for you, for yourself, and for your learning in future when you start from the scratch. So sometimes people get to know that things are getting harder and harder, things are getting burdensome on them, right? So this actually happens when things are not really understood properly, right? If you're not directed to a better place when you actually get to learn all of these, I think this is the best version of learning things here. So the most effective way of learning English is to expose yourself to the spoken version. When you expose yourself to the spoken version, I think you're more likely to learn better English, right? So the prospect of learning English relies on how you how you get yourself acquainted to the version of the language which is actually spoken by the native speakers, right? So this actually, the spoken version actually lies in the practice. The more you practice, the better outcome you'll be able to get it, right? So I want you to do more of a practice than studying too much grammar. This is going to haunt you in every aspect possible, right? So I never want you to stick around with learning too much grammar. This is not going to help you unless you get yourself into speaking mode, right? So the best advice that I can offer you while learning a new thing in English, you just have to learn by context, right? If you learn things with context, this will actually get settled in your subconscious mind, so that you'll get things out. So you'll be able to bring the internal things, the internal learned things onto the surface, so that you can actually be able to use them whenever you need them, right? So this is the best advice that I can offer you, and I think this is going to be one of the best thing that you're going to be following in future to start from the scratch. So this is what I want you to be doing meticulously for next 1 month, and I'll be able to come up with more words and their meaning and the essential words that you need to be knowing to be able to be fluent while speaking and things like that in coming videos. I'm going to get things released every weekends, hopefully, right? So please stay around with this channel. This is going to be really, really helpful. So thank you so much for spending time here listening to my conversation, and I think this is going to be resonating with you in future as well. Thank you for listening, and please do subscribe if you like the video, and you're going to get more of these in future.